35-year-old Titan. He was saved by the healthcare workers at Al Shifa Hospital in Gaza, who refused to leave their patients. His survival was nothing short of a miracle. We will never and we will never unsee or unfeel the horrors we are witnessing. Gaza lit up the world in truth and in bravery. May Palestine and its resistance always remain our compass.
Free Palestine!
Friends for Palestine is organizing this event with the support of comrades from Palestinian Youth Movement, Jews Say No to Genocide, Toronto Indigenous Harm Reduction, GLIA International, Paramedics for Palestine, Occupational Therapists for Palestine, Jewish Faculty Network Toronto, Rehab for Palestine, and many, many, many more community advocates and supporters. We hold Israel accountable. Big shout out. We hold Israel accountable for the safety of the Flotilla activists. Canada has a duty to condemn Israel's aggressions on international waters and to activate Canadian embassy and consular officials to immediately secure the release of the Flotilla activists. To date, the Canadian government has failed to sanction Israel, shame, and enact a two-way arms embargo, which has emboldened Israel to continue its aggression, to continue its genocide and war crimes. Shame.
Complicity!
Absolute complicity. We will now hear from Gur, who is a spokesperson on behalf of Jews Say No to Genocide.
Free Palestine! A lazy excuse wrapped in a neat little bow. Hurt people hurt people. It supposedly explains the abused becoming the abuser, the traumatized carrying trauma like a torch, passing the flame, violence as a cycle. We say it like a spell, like it explains the blood on our hands, like it erases accountability, like it makes the screams less deafening. But what it doesn't do, what it never does, is hold the first of the hurt people accountable. I, like you, have been watching Gaza burn for 24 months. Since the bombs started falling, since the screams started drowning out the silence, and I see it now clearer than ever before, my people, Jews and so-called Israelis alike, descendants of fear, we are a hurt people. The Holocaust etched terror into our DNA, wrote never again on the back of our eyelids, and yet, here we stand, hurt people, hurting people, not just oppressing, not just denying, erasing, annihilating, genociding with our heads held high. We are obliterating families, villages, children, and I, for one, am so deeply ashamed. Ashamed of what my people have done and enraged at what we continue to do. There are no words. No words for 1948. No words for the bulldozed villages, the uprooted olive trees, the exiled, the executed, the rubbled, the erased. No words for the Nakba then, and no words for the Nakba now, because it is still happening. Ceasefires be damned. The horror unfolds minute by minute, and the world keeps watching. So yes, hurt people, but hurt people have absolutely no right to hurt people. None, zero, not in the name of fear, not in the name of trauma, not in the name of survival. We said never again, but what we obviously meant was never again for us. And in doing so, we betrayed the very real meaning of survival. We have failed. We have failed to clean our own house, failed to confront what's been done in our name, failed to rise to the moral weight of our history. We hid behind fear. We called genocide defense. We quoted our trauma while funding our cruelty. And Canada, you're no innocent bystander either. You arm this, you fund this, you sign deals one genocidal state with another and call it diplomacy. You offer concern whilst children starve in the rubble, and now, as Israel kidnaps humanitarians, you say nothing. So let me tell you about one of them, our comrade, Miss Watson Agnew. An indigenous woman from Toronto, a warrior who put her body on the line to bring food and medicine to a people being starved by design. Israel seized her ship in international waters. They took her, detained her, deprived her of clean water, of dignity, of freedom, and still she did not flinch. Before she left, she told us what we needed to hear. Shut it down. No longer enough. And now she comes home tomorrow. And we owe her more than applause. We owe her action, and we owe her courage in return, because Ms. Lawson knows something we keep forgetting. That courage isn't comfort. That love means risk. That fear is not an excuse to do nothing. She crossed the line between silence and action. She traversed the fear. She became the light in the dark. And as she comes home, 3 other Canadians remain in Israeli detention. Their fate uncertain, our government silent. Bring them home. Bring every Palestinian political prisoner home. Every mother, every child, every soul held under brutal administrative detention. Because no one is free until they are free. Miss Lawson's courage puts our cowardice to shame. Her body carried more truth than 1,000 statements like the one I'm making could ever. She is the model, she is the reminder, she is the mirror. Hurt people, but heal people, heal people. And healing begins when we stop. And healing begins when we stop looking away, when we break the silence, when we shut it down. We owe Palestinians more than words. We owe them justice. We owe them their lives. We owe them their land. We owe them reparations. We owe them everything we stole. The cycle can break here. The silence can end here. The mending can begin here. We can no longer destroy to heal. We just need to stop. Free Palestine. Free every square inch of Palestine, from the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea. Rest assured, Palestine is almost free, and until that day, we shut it down every which way. If we don't get it,
for his people and for justice time after time for the past 2 years, while having to witness the murder of his own family members and friends. We're grateful to
Thank you for being here, everyone. My name is Basil Daoud. I am happy to be with you today. I am angry that we need to be here at all, but most of all, I'm just tired. They say a ceasefire is now in effect, And for my family's sake, I will take it. But for the 100 cousins that I have lost, it is already too late. My mother is from the Farwana family, native to Gaza and with roots in Palestine dating back way before the Nakba. My family in Palestine has endured generations of occupation, of displacement, of violence by a colonial power built on their land and justified by the world's selective memory. The same empires that once divided and exploited others now turn their gaze away from genocide and occupation, pretending that they don't see what they have created. My family has lived under invasion, under occupation, under siege for longer than my mother has been alive. And for the last 2 years, they have simply been massacred, tortured, and displaced numerous times. "101 members of the Farwana family are confirmed dead. The last 2 I got word of an hour ago. And those are the direct deaths from bombing and from shooting. There were doctors among them. There were children among them. There were babies among them. But all of them were humans, worthy of life. All of them had names. Many of them were killed together in their homes. Entire branches of our family tree cut down at once. It is not much consolation that they did not perish alone, but I'll take what I can get. And I don't know how many Farwanas remain. I don't know how many are starving. Remember, Israel is starving them. I don't know how many are sick, because Israel deliberately destroyed their access to health care. You might have heard this statistic before, but it's worth repeating. Israel has targeted every hospital in Gaza. Every hospital in Gaza. They have targeted the health workers that work tirelessly to save and to heal them. Around them, all their homes, all the schools, all the communities, the land that carried our culture, our memories, our history, all of it, rubble. Miss Watson, Sadie, Nikita, Devani, Khuram and Nima do not know my family, but they did know that there are people suffering. And as health workers and just plain human beings, that was enough. They had to help in any way that they could, especially since their own government was doing the exact opposite. For the simplest act a human can perform, the human urge to help, we are not hailing these 6 as heroes. Our health institutions are not putting up statues of them right now, are not immortalizing them as healers or protectors, as their profession and their nation claim to honor. Instead, they were thrown in prison. 3 of them remain there to this moment, taken by a foreign power with no right to seize humanitarians and no right to seize anyone in international waters. it is not enough for Israel to be a destroyer of lives and of hospitals, it also insists on being a thief of humanity itself. But for one, a graveyard is in ruins. I have seen it myself. It is not just the humanity that frightens this state, the ghosts scare them. So it is not the genocidal war machine that has butchered my family that I appeal to. Israel has shown all my life and my mother's that it cares nothing for the rules of decency and humanity, let alone the rules of international law. I was asked not to talk to a certain entity around us, and I won't, but I do have one question. Where are our elbows? Our elbows are down. Where are our elbows? So, never mind them too. I speak instead to you, to fellow humans, on behalf of the 6 who risked everything to bring medicine to people they have never met. On behalf of Palestinians who love life more than they hate anyone, as much as you want to tell yourselves they do, and all they want to do is live free on their land. I speak to you for every child that just wants to play, to grow, to learn. I ask you to act in their honor. You are the only ones I trust now. Our friends are still imprisoned by a state that cages children, and clearly only collective pressure, us, only we, will bring them home. Our resistance must continue. Our resistance will continue. Arab resistance, Jewish resistance, Sunni, Shiite, Sikh, Hindu, Al-Islami, all our resistance, human resistance must continue until they are free and my mother's homeland is free. We owe it to our colleagues, to our fellow health workers, not to let them languish in cells for showing the best of what humanity can be. So take action, because history is watching, and one day it will ask where you stood when Gaza starved and when healers were jailed for caring. Let your answer be one that you can live with. No justice!
It is not lost on us that the same colonial systems that continue to oppress indigenous communities here on Turtle Island are the exact same systems that are fueling the genocide in Palestine. While they defund indigenous communities here, they fund billions of dollars, $150 billion to be exact, on the military, and billions more on AI. While they target and attempt to silence land defenders and water protectors here on Turtle Island, they stay silent through land theft and illegal settlements in Palestine. As healthcare workers, our demands today are clear. We demand that Israel immediately release all abducted Flotilla activists and Palestinians in Israeli prisons. We demand that Canada sanction Israel, complete sanctions on Israel, and enact a two-way complete arms embargo now. And we firmly demand an end to the ongoing illegal siege, massacres, and genocide in Gaza.
Genocide, yes! Stop the genocide!
Let us raise our voices for justice and liberation from Turtle Island to Palestine. Thank you all for coming today. Please join us as we chant and drum together to conclude our rally. Free Palestine!
In a moment, but there was just somebody in the audience who wanted us to read this from the Holy Quran in honor of all the children and everybody who's been killed by Israel. Thank you. And so this is the reading that's been requested. And say not of those who are slain in the way of Allah, they are dead. No, they are living, though you perceive it not. Be sure we shall test you with something of fear and hunger, some loss in goods or lives or the fruit of your toil, but give glad tidings to those who patiently persevere.
Occupation doesn't stop, the apartheid doesn't stop just because there's a supposed ceasefire. So we're going to be here day after day. This Israeli consulate behind us needs to be gone.
No diplomatic ties with an apartheid state, a state committing occupation and genocide. We will be here day after day for our Palestinian brothers and sisters and for Palestine in solidarity as they fight for their liberation. And so we're going to lead together strong today. Apparently, the police brought their horses to come and take a look. So that's a great use of our tax dollars when we're in a healthcare crisis. Right here at home as well. Shame. What a shame. Disgusting. Our government spending millions and millions of dollars to criminalize us for protesting a genocide. And so we're going to leave together strong. The horses are to the north, suggest everybody go south and disperse. Make sure you have somebody to leave with. If you don't, please come to us and we'll help you find a buddy. Keeps us safe, what do you say?